Umake and Umangwabe decide to meet up for dinner. And when they meet up for dinner, it's only two things. They're talking about Mayeni or Musa. We know they have nothing else to talk about. They have nothing else in common. We never hear them talking about their personal lives, their dreams. You can just see that them coming together is through a common enemy and a common lover. So basically, Makhumalo weirdly brings up the situation of the bill, like she doesn't know what happened. And the only reason why she brought the situation of the bill is because she wanted to embarrass Mayeni, number one, and number two, she basically wanted to gossip about Mayeni because that is Tobile's job. She likes to make it seem like Mayeni doesn't like her, but how many times has Mayeni spoken about her unless they are meeting up? Mayeni doesn't just talk about Utobile randomly, but this is the second time we've seen, or even more, of Makhumalo bring up Mayeni, and she does it deliberately so that the other wives can speak badly about her. So she brings up the situation of the bill. So if you remember when Musa first got sick, Omay informed us that one wife was hesitant to pay, and that was Mayeni. And eventually she paid for it. Now, it's weird how in this meeting they never mentioned that eventually they paid, and Makhumalo made it seem like, okay, all of a sudden was paid, but she doesn't say that, Mayeni was hesitant at first and then she paid it. She made it seem like she does not know how the payment was paid. So basically she's trying to furthermore make it seem like Mayeni did nothing for her husband. Umangwabe says she was told by Umaxele, and basically Mayeni was like, what does that have to do with me? And the honest truth is, I hope after they see this season, they actually understand why Mayeni is feeling a certain way. Mayeni went through a hospital situation. She was in the operation room. Musa was nowhere to be found. When she comes out, she asks for a ceremony to thank the ancestors. Musa doesn't have money. Now, she needs to be the one also to take care of Musa, yet Musa doesn't take care of her. Let's be for real, guys. And I also get annoyed with these wives is because Mayeni never talks about situations which have nothing to do with her when it comes to the other wives. Yet Makhumalo and I notice Omangwabe love to speak about her, and then they get upset and get surprised why Mayeni doesn't like them, number one, especially Utobile. I don't know if Tobile thinks that her doing this is going to make Mayeni say, hey, can we have a meeting? Why you keep talking about me? It's just making her hate you even more, and it's making you look very, very bad because you are an instigator, a full-time instigator. I don't want to lie to you. Now, I wasn't shocked by the fact that they paid 100,000 as a deposit. In fact, I was actually surprised that they didn't even speak about the whole amount as a whole, because honestly, hospitalization is something else. And I remember I did a video on medical aid and how Musa doesn't have medical aid. Yeah, he doesn't have to have day-to-day savings, but he needs to have hospital plan because of situations like this. And people think that when you cough out money and you have cash for hospitals like this, it's cheap. Hey, they literally are counting every little thing, every little needle, every little water you drink. They are adding it into the bill. That's why it's better for you to have a hospital plan so that you can be able to know that it is covered. You can spend I don't know how many days in the hospital, but it is covered and you are secured. Because let me tell you something, all those additional costs that you are running, especially when they go over time, especially in a place like ICU and high care. So she's the one who took out the 100K, shows us that she's the one who has money. That's why she's paying the insurances for the car. Now, if you think about it, 100k divided by 4, it means that they each paid 25, 25, 25, which is a lot of money. I mean, that 25 could have got into their homes, as much as this is their husband, but it is a lot of money that they now have had to pay just like that. Honestly, do you understand why some wives were frustrated? It's very interesting about the issue of the bill is Makhumalo also tried to show us that she paid the bill. So she literally said, hey, I'm the one who paid the bill, and then I asked the other wives to pay me back. And once again, I definitely do feel like Uthobile overcompensates. And she does this because she wants trophy points, brownie points. And I definitely do think that the comment of her, because recently Musa says that Uthobile has no value, she's like a furniture because she has no kids. I definitely do think that that comes to her head, and she does certain things to basically up on certain people to make it seem like she is the special one, she's the chosen one. And then she gets surprised when wives feel intimidated by her. Honestly, this season we have been seeing Tobile's real character because of the fact that Mayeni is telling us the harsh truth as it is. Anyway, we have come to the end of today's video. Do let me know down below your thoughts. Mwah, love and light. Bye.